Hi, I'm Amber Hurdle with Amber Hurdle Consulting, and today we're going to talk about your people environments. Now, I'm all about environments. Anybody who knows me, if you've followed me for any time, I want your physical environment to support you. I want your professional environment to unleash all of your best gifts. I want your spiritual environment to be what it needs to be for you to become who you want to become. And I want your people environment to support your goals and the type of life that you want to live, both professionally and personally. Now, we have been, what are we, 1,924th day of quarantine and self isolation and social distancing. My hair, oh my gosh, y'all, I need a trim and maybe a gloss like nobody's business. Um, it's like a chia pet, actually. When I go run in the rain or walk in the rain like I did this morning, it's like you just add water and it grows. So here we are. We could be complaining about everything that is going on, or we can really be intentional about taking this time and the opportunity to have a reason to social distance from people to evaluate what is really going on in our people environments. So I want to break it down into three key areas. So the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's quickly review what the good looks like. You know who these people are. They feed your soul, they give you energy, they're a good influence. You're a better person when you have spent time with them. Okay. These people are encouragers. They see the good in everything. They don't complain. They find solutions. They're probably the people who are in this particular COVID-19 experience who are finding the path to success, who are looking for ways to serve, who are looking for ways to be positive. And you want those people in your life because we can't experience everything in life, but we can borrow experience from others. So maybe they've done things that you want to do. Maybe they've already been down a path that you want to go down. Maybe they've made a mistake that they can spare you from making. This needs to be in a reflection of the different areas in which you want to grow. It could be professionally. It might be that these are mentors. It could be, spiritual type um, influence that you need in your life right now. It could just be that there are people who live a lifestyle, an active, healthy lifestyle that you need to be around that more than you need to be at the bar. Not that I have any problem with the bar. Y'all know that. I'm just saying a little too much, a little too much. Okay. So I want you to think about the good people in your life, and I want you to consider, and this will be part of your homework, which I'll recap at the end. I want you to consider, am I nurturing these people? Am I showing them the same level of energy and attention that they're giving to me? And if not, what can I do to step up my game so they feel valued, so they know that they're a special place for them in my life? Okay, so that's the good. Let's talk about the bad. The bad, you want to limit your time with these people. That's negative Ned, negative Nancy. It's somebody who's always got drama going on in their life. They're people who manipulate you through social engineering. Maybe they don't outright lie to you, but they'll put people or circumstances around you to get what they want, to bypass what you really want. They're people who are frustrating. They're energy vampires, maybe not quite vampires, but energy sucks to be sure. No matter how many times you have a conversation with them, trying to get them to see things at a new level, they just don't want to go there. And they just keep going around that mountain over and over again. It's annoying. And so maybe these people are the people that you need to consider social distancing from for maybe longer than what the government wants us to. Okay. So you can just start shying away from them a little bit more and a little bit more until they eventually don't get the reaction that they're looking for, because these people are self centered. They usually want attention. And so if you don't give that to them, then they're going to quit knocking at your door. Okay. So we have our good. We want those people, right? We're going to invest in them. We have our bad. They're not terrible, but they're not allowing us to step into the next season of our life, right? It's like you're here and they're here, and they always want you to come down to visit them instead of having to do the work like you've done to get up to you. Okay. So we don't want the bad. I'm not saying kick them out of your life, because some people there's myriad of reasons. We won't get into all of those, but I just want you to limit your time with the bad. Okay. Let's skip to the ugly. The ugly are abusive. Okay. They're mentally manipulative. Maybe they're narcissists. It could be a bad boss. It could be a family member. It could be a spouse. It could be maybe a friend that you just outgrew a long time ago. And for some reason, you are being loyal and they have never been loyal to you. They are the energy vampires. They are the people who think they're center of the universe. They're negative all the time. They just can't simply find the good in anything. And in fact, they're so miserable with themselves that they want you to be miserable with them. And so they just go out of their way to make sure that they spit venom into everyone's lives. They're cancerous. And any little bit of time that you spend with them is eroding your soul and your ability to step into your own greatness. So, good, hang on to those. Bad, super limit your time with them. Remember, social distancing is a term that you're going to want to hang on to for some time with these people. And the ugly, mix them out. Okay. Gots to go. All right. So where is this coming from in terms of my own personal experience? I can tell you that as somebody who had her first child at 16 years old, I shifted what was important to me pretty quickly from my peers. And not that I had bad peers at the time. I was actually a good girl who got knocked up. It just is what it is. But anyways, once I started getting on the struggle bus a little bit and having to deal with some of the issues that I was dealing with that I wasn't mentally prepared for, emotionally prepared for, I found a lot of the bad and the ugly. And then I woke up and I started trying to, like, as Jim Rohn says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's the truth. I believe that. So I started with 5 people. And then that 5 people turned into 10 people. And then those people, because success breeds success, because they saw things in me and they wanted to connect me with other people, that 15 turned into 20 and that 20 turned into 25. And y'all, I mean, I can say now, I say it all the time, that my life, who Amber is a beautiful blanket, just with everybody's threads of their own life just weaved into it. I am a collection of the investments other people have made in me. I did not go from teen mom to doing what I do now and living my best life and being super insanely happy because I just kept people out and I came down from where I was elevating to every single time somebody expected me to go down to where they were comfortable. Okay. So I want you to do this. I want you to think about your good, your bad, and your ugly. And then we're just going to keep it positive. Okay. So grab a journal, do your notes on your phone, and I want you to put, these are the very best in my life. These are the people that I am going to be so proactive about investing in and making sure that they understand their value in my life so I can sustain and maintain those relationships. My best friend, Mark, describes it as a battery and an alternator. They support each other, and it's not like an energy suck from the battery. So those are the type of people that you need to make sure that you're part of that energy exchange, right? So mutually beneficial relationships. Then I want you to think about, if I kick out some of these bad and all of the ugly, now I've got room and capacity to bring in more good people, more excellent people, more people who are going to think big with me and encourage me. And when I get excited about an idea, they're going to be excited with me instead of knocking me down and telling me it can't be done, because that's BS, y'all. That is crazy train. For anybody to tell you something's not possible, like, what world do they live in? Like, we live in the greatest time ever in the world. Granted, I know we're all locked down and things are kind of tough right now. And still, it's like the greatest moment with technology. Anything is possible. Okay, so I want you to think about, who are those people that I need? What are their values? What is their lifestyle like? What is their financial capacity like? Not that you need to evaluate or you can't hang out with people who aren't wealthy. Like, that's crazy train. People are amazing people no matter where they fall on the financial scheme. But if you are trying to improve your finances, you don't know what you don't know. And you don't know what that environment looks like if you don't expose yourself to that. So I had the great fortune of always having been around wealth and understanding what that looked like, and being around people who talk about things like investments and just how they obtain and manage their money. And so those are normal conversations that happen at that level that I was exposed to and helped me go from, broke and tragic to for a lot further down the path than that. So I want you to think about, who are those people? Where do they hang out? Where am I going to find them? What values do I need to connect with? And then importantly, back to the battery and the alternator, how can I serve them? How can I add value to them? And remember, this is all about being able to personify your personal brand. It's about being able to attract the right people and opportunities to you by exuding who you naturally are, so that you have those opportunities to serve other people with your gifts. Because I guarantee you one thing, if you're not doing that, you're probably not living a fulfilling life. So personal branding to me, yes, it's about leadership. Yes, it's about being able to motivate and inspire people towards a common goal. Yes, it's about corporate America, and it's about small business, and it's about, just showing up in the world as authentically as I can. But at the end of the day, all of those things connect so that we can serve other human beings with our gifts. And when you surround yourself with the right people, you will be far more capable of being able to do that in a grander way. And that's what I want for you. So I hope you'll take my challenge this week. Be sure that you like this video, leave a comment. When you leave a comment, it does something to the Google algorithm and says, hey, this is important. And then other people get their eyeballs on it. So just put like, I'm in, or yes, or I got this, Amber, or a more thoughtful comment if you want to, in that section. And then of course, I would love for you to subscribe so you never miss a video. I'm all about branding. I'm all about personal branding, employer branding, and business branding. Those are my topics. And I just believe if we all understand what makes us great and unique, that we get to live happy lives. And so I want that for you. And if you want to go a little bit further down the personal branding train or path, and you don't want a huge commitment, I still do have some one and done appointments available, and I'll drop that in the description. So what that looks like is I give you 2 assessments, and then we review them and we talk about what really makes you tick. And then with my 20 years of experience and a buttload of intuition, we get out of that with a lot more clarity, if not an actual personal brand promise. And I love doing it. I hope I've got some testimonials coming, but it is just like my heart's work, and I'm loving doing it with new people and being in town and not being on airplanes all the time, where I can open up those spots. So if that's something that you want some clarity on, check out that link in the comments. And if you're just enjoying the videos and doing the work on your own, I love that too. So good for you. Rock on, and I will see you next week.